Hey guys, just wanted to get on here and talk about some of the things that have been going on online. I know a lot of people are upset with some of the things I've said and some of the things I've done, but I just wanted to apologize and, get out in front of things before everybody turns this into a much bigger thing than it needs to be. Because really, when I started doing all this, it wasn't ever, the plan was never to like be controversial in any sort of manner. It wasn't to, I'm not like a shock uh, content type of person or anything, and it just seems like that's what's being painted, this narrative now that they're painting of me. And I'm not really that, like, I don't really, when I was young, it just, I liked fishing and biking with my friends and stuff. And it's like, when you're like that type of kid, you don't really, you're not looking, it's not trouble really you're looking for. And like trouble is really, it's only defined by how people think trouble is, because the definition of a word is it can only mean what the meaning you give it to is. So that's why a lot of times it's the context of the situation. So I don't think it's completely fair for people to judge me from a perspective of not knowing the full story. But at the same time, I also understand, you know like with fish, you catch, you can go out all day and you can have your line out, and you're supposed to stay quiet and be patient. And a lot of times you the excitement comes from catching the fish, but afterwards it's like the real excitement was maybe the time you spent, and you had to think, because you were there, and it makes you like be one with the moment. So I get it where they're coming from, and it's not like I don't want to be defensive, and I'm not trying to like you know deny anything, but I just really can't help but feel that like it's contextual, and people need to understand the full situation of a story before reading that book. Because judging a cover by its story is not, it's not like how the great book once was. We all got to think about the things we do sometimes. That's what thinking is. That's what life is. It's a reason those two have the same amount of letters, and it's a reason that so many books have been written about this stuff. And I read books. And a lot of times when I read books, it's about like biking and fishing, and those aren't controversial topics or subjects. So I don't understand really how I've kind of stumbled into this path of people thinking I'm this person that has hate, or that I don't like certain people or certain things, when I'm not really. That's not what it is. And I'm sorry. I'm not like. I don't want to get like pity from everyone and get like the sympathy card about it, because that's you play with the cards you're dealt, and it's sympathy wasn't one of them. I got the Joker and the Ace of Spades, and I can't be, this can't come from me. It has to be from a place of where understanding is happening, and we're meeting on a level ground of the playing field. And when I put the ball in your court, as somebody who I hope to forgive me, then it's all you can really do is take it step by step, day by day. you know and there's a lot more to the story than people know. They try and just, everybody thinks they know everything, and it's upsetting. And like I said, I don't want to get defensive, and I play offense, and I don't want to offend anybody. So what I need to do is just accept responsibility for my actions, and take acceptance of the grievance that so do I choose, because it's not when you think, you know, because that's what life is when you think about it. It's these 4-letter words that just sit in your head all day stewing. It's like love, life, think, brain, logic. You know, and who's he got to apologize for? Nobody's coming after him for the suicide song. That, you know, maybe people can be upset because it's the context when you take it of the situation. That's how you define words. It's not, you can't define words just by like writing them. You can't just write words to have definitions. That's not what life is. So if I did make anyone upset, you know, I'm sorry, but I'm upset too. You know, this shit's fucking tough for me. So maybe you guys can forgive me, or maybe you don't, but that's what life is, man. Forgive. 4-letter word. Sorry.